Hey guys, it's Felicia, and it is 11 o'clock, and I'm in Georgia, so I'm not even at home. But I have my sister-in-law, Jennifer, with me, and I'm going to ask her about her kids and sibling rivalry, because my two kids are about to beat themselves up with each other. And so I've been asking her all kinds of questions, because I'm worried about Graham and Davis and how they fight. And did your kids fight?
All the time. I have an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And this 11-year-old and the 7-year-old fight all the time. It's more like the 11-year-old picks on the 7-year-old all the time. So I was telling her that it's totally normal, although I even look at it as it's not totally normal, but I know it is. And they'll outgrow it one day.
Even though I feel like that he's never going to outgrow it. I feel like he's going to, my husband Matthew is shooting rockets at us right now, toy rockets.
Sibling rivalry. He's jealous.
He's jealous
that I'm doing this interview with
and
you.
he's not. But Graham will just knock, Davis's feet out from under him, and it just, I'm worried about Davis's safety, and then I'm worried it's never going to end, and I'm always telling him no, and it feels like it's not normal, but
it is, because we just had the same situation happen the other day where Rhett was sitting there and Mallory's walking by and Rhett puts his foot out to intentionally trip her, and they're 11 and 7, so you would think that it would stop, but it doesn't. I said one day when he moves out of the house, he'll realize how much he loves his sister, and then all will be well. But until then, I guess this is what we're going to have to have. Well, we tried to just tell him, the 7-year-old, our little girl, she loves her brother to death. They have their times where they argue a little bit, but she basically tries to turn everything that he does around into something funny or into something nice, and he still sits there and he goes, well, I don't see anything funny about it. So we try to make him realize how much she adores him and she looks up to him and she loves him. And so he got to go to, like, for instance, this weekend, he got to go to the SEC championship game, and it was really iffy this week because of how he treated his sister. But being parents, it broke our heart that we had told him he couldn't go. So at the last minute, Saturday morning, his dad told him he could go, but he had to write a paper about a page and a half about how much he loved his sister and his brother and how much they mean to him and how thankful he is for them. So that was the only way he could go.
which he loved doing.
How he
It
worked
took him
on
like
it for
3 hours.
Yes, worked on it all afternoon today. So he had a hard time coming up with stuff he was thankful for, which I had a hard time believing. But
He could
anyway,
have just written my name like a million times. I'm just kidding.
But he told about not only how he was thankful for his brother and his sister and how much he loves them, but how much he was thankful for his family and his mom and dad and us providing a roof over his head and all that kind of stuff. So I know that he realizes how much they mean to him, how much his brother and sister mean to him, but I think he is just...
It's just part of growing up.
The oldest one, right, the oldest one. And I was telling her, too, that I was the same way growing up with my brother, her husband, as our two oldest ones treat their siblings. I couldn't stand Matthew. He was a brat to me. He was always doing something to annoy me, which was not the case, but that's the way I looked at it.
Like shooting rockets at us.
And playing annoying music while we're trying to make a video. But he would do anything in his power, the way I looked at it, anything in his power to annoy me. And so I was always telling on him, always saying to get out of my room, always saying to stop digging in his Legos so I could watch TV. And all he wanted to do was be around me and just hang out with me. And so as soon as I left the house, as soon as I moved out, I was about 19 years old and moved out, about day 2 or 3, I missed my brother. And I don't think that we've argued since then. So, I know that I knew he loved me all growing up, and I knew I loved him, but I don't know what it is. But I know it's normal.
They just have to grow up and move out. Is what you're saying?
That's right. Just get them grown, move them on out, and they'll realize how much they love their brothers and sisters.
Well, I'm sure we cannot be the only ones, and I've been talking to people at work about it too because I've been so worried about it. And so I just want to know, we want to know, what do you do? How do you control upon whenever things happen? What do you do when there's all this sibling rivalry? And I guess for me, mostly just the physical stuff when they're trying to, you know, smack each other, just all those kind of things. Because Davis is so tiny and trying to keep him safe, but I realize things are going to happen too. So anyway, we want to know what you do. So let us know.
Bye.